I wasn't even gonna make a video this week, but so much has happened, and one big thing happened that has everyone talking, and it has to do with Microsoft closing down some of its studios. Some that made some games that were hits for them, so it's leaving us scratching our heads. So first and foremost, I want to say, if you're celebrating or you're happy or you're making these posts that insinuate or promote a console war when you see people are getting laid off and losing their jobs and losing their livelihoods, you need to stop that right now. That's not why we're here. That is trash, and that's something that's been a problem in gaming for the past couple of years. We've been seeing these layoffs. We've been seeing so many people lose their livelihood. In a time where people have been saying that this is the most profitable time in gaming, one of the best years of gaming, so many games making so much money, yet so many people keep getting laid off because corporations. And my question to you is, especially if you're a Microsoft fan, are you worried? Do you trust Microsoft when there were so many promises and things that people felt Xbox was going to do with Tango, Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda? Are you worried that maybe that was a bad idea when it comes to these layoffs? Let me know in the comment section. Again, I make these videos so folks can have a discussion, and y'all can hear my opinion. I don't think I'm right. I don't think I'm wrong. It's just my opinion on the matter. And I want to hear yours, and this is a place for you to be able to express your opinion respectfully. But let's get into it. So if you didn't know, Xbox CEO Matt Booty, ironically, sent the email to let folks know that they will be shutting down Arkane Austin, Tango Gameworks, and more. But the big thing is Tango, which, if you know, they made Hi-Fi Rush, and that's where it gets confusing because we know that Arkane made Redfall, and Redfall wasn't the best game. It still isn't. And if somebody in here enjoyed that game, good for you, but objectively that game was booty. It was Matt Booty. But outside of that, we've seen that Hi-Fi Rush last year was one of the biggest games to come out, and probably the best game, critically acclaimed, award-winning, and just outright fun and different. Hi-Fi Rush from Tango Games was a hit, a certified hit, according to them, according to everyone else, and according to me. Like, the game was great. It was creative. It did all the things that we wanted to see from Xbox. We wanted to see people be able to be creative and make a new idea and make a new game, and it did well. Just for a year later for the whole company to be shut down. And my question is, why are we acquiring studios and doing nothing with them? I've been saying this for a long time when it came to Xbox, and it's really confusing. You can see there's so many people that really feel like, what's going on? One, people are losing their jobs, people are losing works, but we know companies shut down when games are bad, like Redfall, which again I said it was Matt Booty. But when a game is good and critically acclaimed, and even you yourself said that this game met all expectations, what was the problem? And what are we buying all these studios for? This was also a game that was being worked on before you even purchased them. So again, these acquisitions, I said acquisitions early in the video, don't make fun of me. But these acquisitions are proven to be like, that I've always told y'all, I don't like the acquisitions. This whole time, the Activision Blizzard thing, that was dumb to me. Because why we want one company to own things, and then we see what happened, they don't do nothing with it. We got Rare sitting on Gold, sitting on Banjo-Kazooie, sitting on things like, it's so many games just sitting there, and well, the original company can't make it because Microsoft own your IPs now, and at any minute, even if you're successful, they can shut you down. That's pretty scary when it comes to gaming, and I really don't understand what's the purpose of buying it. I really feel like because they spent billions of dollars on Bethesda and Activision Blizzard, these other companies, these smaller companies that made the games we actually asked for, are the ones being punished. So I wanted to ask y'all how y'all felt about that, because for me personally, that's what makes me weary of being an Xbox fan. Like, I had Game Pass, but I also told y'all that I didn't believe that Game Pass would be great for games. Yes, it's a great service for people to save some money, but it's not beneficial to the ecosystem. And again, I hear all the time that we love to say F Nintendo. Nintendo hates us, F Sony. Microsoft gets a lot of praise and a lot of pass because Phil Spencer is nice. Because he talks with folks, he meets with people, he smiles, he tells you the things that he wants you to hear. And I do believe that he is a good person. He is a gamer. He is someone that wants to do good for the Xbox community. But he's in a corporation. And again, when you say that PlayStation, Nintendo don't care about gamers, they're anti-consumers, so does Microsoft. They want their money. Phil Spencer just happens to be in a place of leadership where he got to make the tough decisions. And that's why them other companies don't be talking to us. They mind their business and do what they supposed to do. Sony, I don't know, but Nintendo obviously is working for them. They do what they feel is best for the company and for the brand. And those, they have a very high retention rate of employees, which is why the talent is there. Even people like Iwata back in the day when the Wii U was failing, he did not lay people off. He did not get rid of folks. He took pay cuts. The executives took pay cuts because he knew that morale would be broken if people lay off, and therefore that would affect the games and you would never make your money back. They played the long game, and now the Switch is selling like hotcakes. It's at 141 billion, projected to be the best selling console of all time. And people love working there. They don't leave. And the games have shown. Maybe, I know y'all gonna say the Switch and the graphics, blah, 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 but the games are fun and they do what they do. And they just announced the Switch 2 is coming soon. And they might have a little lead when it comes out. People are gonna be flocking to that because of all the drama and controversy. Let's not forget the Helldiver things that just happened with PlayStation, which I thought was gonna be the biggest flop of the week until Xbox said, hold my beer. But again, Phil Spencer and his image of being the nice company guy is why a lot of people feel that they don't. I made this video, I think I talked about this before, the last time something messed up. And the problem is, none of these companies care about you. They care about your wallet. And if he got to get on here and be the nice guy, even though that's probably who he is a gamer, he wants to do what he can. At the end of the day, somebody higher up above him is making those decisions, and we lose companies because it's not making money. And I go back to Game Pass. I just don't think it's like they have conditioned people to not buy games. In games, you got to make money. And if the main people are not seeing money be made, somebody got to go. So when you acquire these, you use all this money that Microsoft throwing to you to acquire all these companies and nothing comes from it. That's a dangerous game. And now Game Pass, what's going to be there for us? You shut down a studio that gave people what we were asking for. We were asking for Microsoft to get that exclusive, that game that you just had to play, something new and fresh and creative. And then not only just a month ago, you just ported that game to PlayStation. So what message are we sending here, and what's the future for Xbox? Again, it just kind of hurts to see that like games can do well, and because the company had, I just don't like the acquisition things. This is the same people that were saying, I wish Microsoft would just buy Capcom and Sega and Namco, all these other Japanese companies. For what? To ruin it? To let it sit there and not do nothing? I'm glad they did, and I hope they never do, because now they about to sit there and bank on the Call of Duty money that they're gonna get. I just don't see them using that either to the best. They're just trying to get their money, and it sucks because Tango was a Japanese company and you acquired it to shut it down. A company that said they wanted to get into the Japanese market. You buy a Japanese company, your foot is in the door. You made one of the best games of 2023, and now they're gone. Again, I don't know what the future holds. I feel like there's a lot of concern with trust. There are so many tweets that just show how they say one thing and another thing happens, like saying this game's successful, we're not gonna shut these studios down, and they shut the studios down. Tweets are saying we want to foster creativity, but blah blah blah. Okay, at the end of the day, it's about money. Whether it's Sony, whether it's Nintendo, whether it's Microsoft, Xbox, it's about money. And unfortunately, that's what happened here. And it makes me wonder about other studios. Is Ninja Theory in danger? Is Double Fine, like, will we get a Psychonauts 3? Will Hellblade be okay? Like, we just had a good game. A good game came out. The best game that Microsoft had last year. Critically, and it was fun. But it's gone now. So let me know what you think in the comment section. How do y'all feel about this situation? Are you concerned? Are you still gonna be, do you trust Xbox still? Are you still an Xbox fan? Me personally, I don't know. I gotta wait to see. I don't want no company to follow, because if Xbox goes, then that means that's even worse for gaming as far as competition. I need things to happen. I need things to be better. I feel like we need to, I know Game Pass is good, but I feel like we gotta use our wallets more. We gotta buy games. Like, Nintendo is eating because people buy their games. And I know people say they overpriced, blah, 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 but people buy quality, and the results show we get more games. When we got good games that don't sell, and it's looked at as, oh, we got 3 million players. They don't equate to, I've been saying that for the longest. How many players is not something to celebrate, in my opinion, because it doesn't show what you're making. And I remember seeing the graphic of Hi-Fi Rush. We surpassed 3 million players. How many people bought the game? and now it's not here. So take that as you will. What do y'all? How do y'all feel about this situation? I always hate seeing people laid off. I always hate seeing companies go, especially companies that do a lot of good. That's Ghost Wire Tokyo gone, The Evil Within gone, Prey gone. It kind of sucks. So that's all from me. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about in the comment section. This channel is always about discussions, reviews, and just games, period. But it's a place for you to give me your opinion. So y'all have a good one, and bye.